Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video on a game, basically showing off a game that I have and love. Now every year for the past 3 or 4 years, my family gets together for Christmas, and when we get together for Christmas, we always play this game in front of me here. It's just called Time's Up. Time's Up is a great party game. It's great for all ages, for families, for big groups, as most party games are. And we play it every single year, and I really enjoy it. This is a new printing of it that I bought because the old printing I had got kind of outdated, and I ended up giving it away. So here's some new printing. So let me just talk about Time's Up for a couple of minutes, and then you guys can be on your merry way. So Time's Up is all a card game. So there's just a bunch of cards in here and a score pad. Oh, and a little timer, one of those sand timers. And so how Time's Up works is you get people into groups, preferably couples. So meaning not couples as in married, but like 2 people. So you get groups of 2, preferably, or you can do bigger groups. And you take out these cards, and the cards all have different things on them. This is the title recall version. You probably can't see it down right up here. The title recall version, which basically means that on the cards are names of books, movies, paintings, kind of pop culture sort of things. And when you get your card, you're supposed to get your friend, your partner, whatever, to say what's on the card without saying what's on the card. And so, for example, if I drew the card and it said The Lord of the Rings, I could say, oh, this is a fantasy movie with Frodo, and he has to take an object, because I couldn't say ring, because it's on the card. And it's just great fun. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, hey, wait a minute, hold up there, guy. This is pretty much just like Catchphrase, this digital game that's a lot easier to play. And you don't have to, have the group limitations and stuff like that. Well, how Time's Up works is you get a deck of cards that you're going to be using throughout the whole game, throughout every round, and it's played over the course of 3 rounds. If I can show this. So here's a kind of a picture of a card. Treasure Island is the card. So in the first round, as I said, it's like Catchphrase. You can say anything. You just can't say treasure or island. So you could say, this is a book by Robert Louis Stevenson, where people go to a remote location surrounded by water, and you try to get them to say Treasure Island. If they do, then you score the point. Once all the cards are gone through, then you shuffle them up again. So you're going to have Treasure Island in your group, and you do round 2. Round 2 is like password. For those of you that don't know what password is one word clue. So, like they say here, pirates. You can just say pirates. And your partner, your friend, is supposed to remember, pirates, maybe Treasure Island? And if they're right, you score the point, and you get points. In the third round, it is basically charades. So you can't even say pirates. You can't even say anything. So as you see here, instead of doing pirates, he's putting his hand over his eye, maybe going like, "Arr," or something to look like a pirate. So then people go, oh yeah, pirates, that was the clue from last round. Treasure Island. And so it's really unique because it's fun. Because the clues, whether if they're right or wrong, I've had lots of times where clues are completely incorrect, so we laugh about them. We're like, Mel Gibson wasn't even in that movie. But then when we get down to the second round, we might say Gibson. And we go, oh, Mel Gibson. Oh, that's this movie. Even though the clue is not correct, because he's not in that movie. So it creates a lot of what I call inside jokes, inside clues. It takes place over 3 rounds, so it doesn't take a whole lot of time, but it's absolutely fabulous to play with your family, with large groups of people. If you want to host a game night and you're not a air quotes gamer, this is a great one. Time's Up is great to have. So it's called Time's Up. I recommend getting Title Recall because they do have some other ones that are like people from history, which is definitely not fun because I don't know how you act out Abraham Lincoln or whatever. So this is the one that I recommend. So again, the game's called Time's Up. There's also another game that you can find around that's basically ripped off the entire framework of this game called Monikers. That would be another good one, I guess, if you can't find Time's Up. But I recommend you go on Amazon and pick up a copy of this one here called Time's Up and play with your friends the next holiday that's coming up, or the next time you get all your family together. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys at the next video. Time's up!